So ladies, you've clicked on this video because you're probably going through that awful thing of that stop-start mentality, starting something and then stopping it, whether that be going to the gym, whether that's eating a little bit more healthier, or whether that's a combination of the both. Maybe you don't fall into that camp. Maybe you're somebody who's tried every single thing in the world, yet you've not seen the results that you wanted to see. You've tried every TikTok trend, you've tried every influencer workout, you've even bought and spent thousands of pounds on things that you thought was going to help, however it's not been there. You've got all these dreams, aspirations and goals on how you would love to feel about your body, what your body be able to be capable of, and most importantly, how that would not just only impact your life, but your friends, your family, your work life, your own personal fun, and even your own self-development. But you just can't seem to know what it is that you're missing to see the results that you want to see. If that sounds like you, then I need you to pay very, very, very close attention in what I'm going to be speaking about today. Because in today's video, I'm going to be telling you how you can reclaim your health and fitness for the final time in what I like to call the Reset Project. So a lot of women tell me that they need more knowledge or more energy to achieve the goals that they set out for themselves in their health and fitness. However, that's not the case, because the one thing that you need to get the results that you want to see is focus. Because once you have the ability to focus on one small detail over and over and over again, it helps eliminate all the distractions out there, and it allows you to have tangible feelings and results to get you to where you want to be. And so many people overlook this because we live in a world where everything comes so fast and so quick that we can get distracted by the slightest things. I bet even watching this video right now, you've had a notification pop up on your screen and you've pulled it down and you thought, oh, let me just reply to this and then I'll watch the rest of the video. And that's what I mean. I'm not telling you you need to be some type of AI robot fitness freak where all you do is just think fitness, 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 fitness. But what I am telling you to be doing is being able to focus on your health and fitness to a degree that you are doing the things that you know you should be doing on a regular, consistent basis. But you're going to sit there and ask, so Tyler, how do I become more focused in my health and fitness? Well, let me tell you, this is where the Reset Project really comes in and helps, because what I tend to normally see with the women that I speak to and some of the women who join my course Project Curves is that they've got so much stuff going on. And that's just life, right? You say that all the time, like, my life's so busy, I've got to think about my work, I've got to think about going to the gym, I've got to think about my boyfriend, my girlfriend. There's so much stuff going on. There's somebody who runs his own personal business, a father, and somebody who works with loads of other people as well. I get it, I do get it. However, it's about simplifying the stuff that you need to do in your health and fitness to make it easier. Because if your health and fitness was as simple as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you'd be more likely to do it than it just a scrambled bunch of letters going from A, T, Y, X, Q, R. I even found it difficult to even do that in my own head. And that's currently what your health and fitness is. There's no link between your nutrition to your training to your sleep to your recovery to your mood to your own body, self-image and composure. They all interlink, and at the moment, the reason why you're finding it so hard to find a consistent routine is because nothing is connecting together. And that's what the Reset Project is here to help you with. It's there to help you reset your health and fitness journey from square one, not in terms of the results that you're making, but in terms of the process to follow, and how we can start to seamlessly integrate all different aspects of not only health and fitness, but how we can blend in your work, how you can blend in your relationships, how you can blend in your social fun, all into this health and fitness journey, so you don't need to put it on this pedestal where health and fitness feels like this thing that only people who have loads of time can do, or people who love health and fitness can do. Anybody and everybody should be looking to improve their health and fitness, and any person who's watched this far into the video is probably crying out to help put the pieces together. And luckily for you, it's only a 4 steps that I want you to do over the next 7 days. And the reason why I say over the next 7 days is because we can get you some instant results quickly so you can build on them in the future. Because I don't want to say to you, you need to do this for the next 30 days and you feel like, okay, when's it going to come? When's it going to come? I want to give you instant results. I want to give you as quick as possible. So these are the 4 things that I want you to do over the next 7 days to get the reset going. Before I get into all the 4 pillars, I want to leave you with an action plan so you can actually build upon this and it's not just something that you do for 7 days and then you go back to your old habits. Because how many times have you downloaded free workout guides or you've watched videos on YouTube and you've done it for a little bit of time and then all of a sudden the bad habits start creeping back in? Maybe that's you get a takeaway at the weekend, or maybe that's you make an excuse to why you can't go to the gym, or maybe that's you not pushing yourself as hard as you could in the gym, or maybe that's you saying, you know what, I'll go next week, and then that week never comes. And this should be the moment when you finally accomplish or be on the way to accomplishing the goals that you've got and feel super confident in this process. So again, let me dig deeper into what all these 4 pillars are. So if you're liking the video so far, what I would strongly recommend you do right now is go over to my Twitter at tyler.projectcurves to see more content like this, whether that's workout guides, nutritional help, or more motivational stuff to help you get where you want to be. But enough of that, let's go back to pillar number 1, and I think it's going to be a good one. So let's get into pillar number 1. Remember, all these pillars are to be done for the next 7 days after watching this video. Number 1, it's really nice and simple, and it's put a screen time notification on your phone. I want that screen time to be between 1 to 3 hours. And the reason why I say that is because people who say they have these super busy lives where you can't work out, you can't make a meal, you can't go for a walk, you can't do a home workout, you can't plan your meals, you can't go shopping, can find a lot of time to sit on social media and scroll through TikTok. And I'm going to point the finger at me, because every time you point a finger at somebody else, I'm pointing 3 back at myself. And I will openly admit, one of the hardest things that I have as a coach, whether that's programming my clients' workouts, whether that's being able to give them feedback, or whether that's me training myself, is getting down a rabbit hole of TikTok. And that really used to bug me until I started putting a screen lock and a delay on the time that I spent on these apps. You might think it's excessive, but this is exactly what you need to do to reset your motivation. Because that time when you said you were going to go to the gym, however, you just sat in bed and scrolled on your phone for 45 minutes on TikTok, you could have been to the gym and back from the gym in that time. But all of a sudden, it's too late to go now, or I don't feel like going now, or I need to eat something now before I go, or you know what, I'll just go tomorrow. They're the things that creep in, and they're the bad habits which I was talking about previously. Pillar number 2, no fitness related content for the next 7 days. You might think this sounds really counterproductive. Why is Tyler telling me not to watch any fitness stuff if I want to be better in my health and fitness? It's not the fact that I don't want you to watch any health and fitness related stuff. It's because you're guilty of watching stuff and not putting it into action. You might sit and watch all these videos on health and fitness. You might sit and watch all these videos on cooking. You might sit and watch all these videos on people going to the gym, but you're not the one doing it. And I was an absolute sucker for this, because I used to watch so many gym videos and watch people train at the gym doing chest day, back day, leg day, arms day. But I would just sat watching them for hours and hours and hours. And I wouldn't go to the gym myself because I'd just be engrossed by watching these people's content. Now, I'm not saying that health and fitness content is killing your progress. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying if you take that away and take away YouTube, and if you take away TikTok, and if you take away Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, is you're actually going to free more time for you to do the stuff that you need to be doing. Because there's not a lack of knowledge there. You know what you need to do inside of the gym. And if you don't know what you need to do, you can just download a free workout program and follow that. The consumption of content is sometimes too much, and it's too much of an overload. Because without any action, there's no transformation. So you can have all the information in the world, but that doesn't lead to a transformation. Number 3, set and plan weekly and daily tasks. If you're like me, sometimes a lot of stuff goes on inside your head, and it's sometimes hard to find out what your main priority is on the day. What I task you to do is every single morning when you wake up is not to check your phone, but to go into a room separately, or if you can, in a place that you feel comfortable, and just jot down all the things in your head onto a piece of paper, whether that's a to-do list, or whether that's the biggest wins from the day previously, or whether that's just something you're grateful for. Whatever you feel in that moment, sometimes getting it out on paper so you can reflect at a time where your emotions are in play will help you perform better on a day-to-day basis. Because one of the biggest reasons that I see people not achieving the results they want in terms of their health and fitness is because a lot of the stuff going on inside of their head. It might be a case of you don't feel confident within your own self, that it finds it very difficult to go into the gym because you don't feel comfortable to be around other people, because you're always thinking, what if that person's judging me? What if that girl's looking at me a little bit funny? But sometimes getting this down in paper, you can start to look and see no, that's just me trying to talk down about myself. I actually feel fantastic, or I actually feel a lot better than I did 6 months ago. It's not always about how you feel, but sometimes the facts are just what you need. And writing it down on a piece of paper is a good way to take the emotion out of it. Fourth and final one. And this is going to be one way I think is going to be really, really game changing for anybody who's watching this video. Because I think this one here on this pillar is what really makes you somebody who's maybe going to get their goal to being super likely to get their goal. And that's making it public. And that might be a huge, scary step for some of you, saying, you know what, I actually making a change to improve my health and fitness. But that's the accountability that you need. Because right now, who is holding you accountable? You might say your boyfriend's holding you accountable, or your girlfriend, or your mum, or your dad, or your family member, or your friends. But at the end of the day, they've still got a loyalty to you. They've still got a relationship to you. And if you don't go to the gym, they're not going to be chasing you outside of the house. And I'm not saying that that's what I'm going to be doing, but what I can do is hold you to your word and ensure that you do the stuff that you said you did when you felt motivated to do so. So what I want you to do is head over to my Instagram, tyler.projectcurves, and send me a message saying, hey Tyler, I am publicly stating that I am taking part in your reset project, and over the next 7 days, I commit to achieving all the 4 pillars that you set. And if I don't achieve them, I will do X. And that can be a consequence, or that can be give some money to charity, or that can be do something nice for somebody you love. Just putting something at the end of it to actually spur you on to do what you said you would. Because the reason why you may feel like you lack a lot of confidence is because you may not follow through on the things that you said you would do. And I used to be the biggest bailout on all times, whether that were nights out, whether that were parties, or whether that were training sessions. And it got me to a place where I would question my confidence over and over and over again. And some of the girls even mentioned this to me before, because they didn't used to track their workouts or log their weights or track their progress. They couldn't see where they was. We can actually talk about where we're wanting to go, and we can publicly say, yes, these are your goals and you're going to look to achieve them. And that just gives you the process and the clear vision to actually get the results that you ultimately want. So if you've watched all the way through to this point in the video, I hope you've took something away from it, and over the next 7 days, starting from tomorrow, you take into consideration these 4 pillars and actively implement them into your working daily life. And once you do that, I want you to go back to this video and either leave a comment or send me a message over on Instagram, and I want you to say completed. Because once you've completed that, I want to give you the tools that you need next for the next challenge on what I call Project Curves, and how that can help take not only what you've done over the next 7 days, but create a lifestyle which you can maintain and see both physical and mental health benefits, which are not just going to impact yourself, but also impact your work life, your family, your friends, your fun, and your own personal development. Because this is the final time that you're going to have to reset your life. Because hopefully these pillars, if done correctly, will get you in a stage where you're thriving over the next 7 days. Again, my name's been Tyler Williams, owner of Project Curves, and I'm so glad that you sat and listened and watched this video. And let's just stop the talking and let's get to acting. Again, I can't wait to hear from you, and I hope you do everything that you said you would.